Hello amazing people, thank you so much for tuning in to Gladia. If you're new to my channel, thank you once again for stopping by. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly do me a favor by subscribing and also know much more about life of a domestic worker in Haragov country. So I believe you have done that. Thank you once again. And to all my oldies, I do appreciate you. To those who are yet to know that you get have a membership, please do join my membership and get to know me much more better. So today's video, I'll be reacting to what Salina Salito said. In case you don't know who she is or who am I reacting about, she's also a Shagala YouTuber working in Saudi Arabia. Guys, you can check on Salina Salito on our YouTube channel to know much more about what I'm saying. So the name of the channel is on my screen. So I'll be putting the video I'm talking about today in my description box so that you can understand why I'm reacting, because I think some of it touches me and it's indirectly talking to me. There's some part that has to do with me. That is why I'm reacting, because I'm also Shagala YouTuber who eventually talk about the recent happening whereby a housemaid slapped the boss or hijacked the boss, whereby the boss was trying to be acting funny with this lady, and I was super excited and also mentioned to you guys that I can do what that lady does. And why am I talking about it today? Because sis, you were just referring everything to like disrespectful. I know that to have a good working thing with your boss or in your place of work, you need to respect one another along the line, setting a boundary. Absolutely, yeah, because without respecting one another, we can't have a peaceful working time. Like seriously, to always be a bad. So don't say like, hey, this girl can even look for trouble. I'm not looking for trouble, and I'm not here to fight anybody, but I'm just want to enlighten this issue clearer and more, because you are emphasizing like it's a disrespectful heart to the extent that you use yourself as an example, that if you employ someone and that person treats you someone or slap you. My sister, there are some certain situations that happened that it warrants immediate action, and there are some actions we human we take without even know how the incident happened or how we do it until everything has been done. See, we have different characters and we have a way of judging issue and how we react to matters. Let's think of it, something actually happened, because I don't want us to ignore the fact that something happened that leads to the lady's death, and nobody will be happy hearing that a fellow human being passed away, died, is no more. So why will you be happy? Because you are saying that you people that you react about the lady who slapped the boss, you are feeling happy, you are feeling pompous. Let me tell you, there are some people called activists. They are the one that fight for human rights. And if you know that I love talking about rights, because when you know your rights, you'll be able to have a good and peaceful working with anybody, because you won't offend anybody and you know how to control your pride. And you talking about this, oh, it's not all about knowing right, because I think you are not talking about that. You are, though you said human feelings, like a parental feeling, that you feel so bad seeing people dying. I assume everybody will feel bad when you see someone that, oh, this is someone we are working together, and no more all of a sudden, or you heard about the incident. See, I'm one of the people that do feel bad whenever I came across any Shagala video that they are saying, oh, this person or working in Saudi Arabia, she's no more, and they are returning the corpse back to Africa, ignoring the fact that no matter what happened that warrants the incident to occur, a housemaid doesn't need to react back to his or her boss. Is that what you are trying to say, that we don't have that right to fight for what you know that this thing is very wrong or unacceptable? See, this is not going to be a saga, but in this our community, Shagala community, I think it's right time we're supposed to be giving ourselves blast blow sometimes. Salina says, I'm not fighting you today, but we are rubbing mind together. Yeah, we are rubbing mind together because as we all know that we content creator, we bring out what we eventually want people to see or what to know. Let's think about who is the primary source of that video we are reacting regarding the lady who slapped her boss and she ended up be a dead body. Now, what I'm saying is that something is happening and people were not talking about what is the primary source of the death of this lady. Boys were like, she slapped her boss and she ended up being dead. I beg, don't you see that it seems somehow like when you slap someone, the person may feel pain immediately, like physical touch, you feel pain. But when it comes to someone slap other and the person died immediately, don't you see, either the boss use juju, which we know as charm in Africa, on the lady, and if it's not that, it means physical exchange of violence, like a big fight happened. Why am I talking about this? Recently or some months back, I did a video where I give you a brief explanation of what happened to my fellow Nigeria that our boss went ahead to dump at the airport here in Oman. It happened and I was being connected, but the person wanted to be confidential. That is why I don't bring the person or go into details about this story. See, I had a lot of things undergoing because the lady played the conversation on WhatsApp. Like, she called me, so she dropped the phone and I was hearing how the boss was saying a lot of things, how being insulted, abused, different sound underground. I could hear it. But do you know why I'm telling you that there is diversity of incidents in this discussion? Because the person who have the who record that incident, if that person is content creator, is going to title it in a way people will have the zeal to click on it, you know, as a clickbait, to ensure the title gets a lot of attention for more view reason. But when we talk about if it was the boss family, or the boss family had the one that recorded this, they will definitely use the video regarding the incidents against the lady who is no more. Why? To avoid being sentenced to jail. Don't you think about that as well? You all know that we housemaid Africans, we are facing a lot. But when we reacted, some of you see it like it's a rude attitude, that our boss has seen what we are saying on our platform. But what did they do, or what can you say about the acts of the ill treatment we Africans receive so much from them? I know a lot of people will even write under today's video that, so why you ladies are still going to Arab to work as housemaid? As well, they'll be like, why don't you stop them? I've told you that they are even come from me, personal one-on-one, like you are one of the problem. People were coming to Arab to work as housemaid, despite what you guys are facing there, but you are making it looking like it's easy, it's fancy. See and sees. This issue is just like a diversity of issue to avoid exposing the truth, the cause of the lady's death, which they try to bury it. Yeah. So, claiming that is just a heart of disrespect from my sister. Sometimes there are some attitude that are just what we know as self-defense. So far, this incident do not happen in our presence. It may be that the lady who slapped the boss just used that as a self-defense. For instance, I knew about a story also here in Oman, whereby the lady and the boss, they exchange blow, they fight very well. See, before you're going to fight someone, you have to have a plan of escaping. You have to know that the situation, the environment where the incident is going to happen is going to be a way you can escape. Whenever things want to go astray, for instance, if your boss is a anger person and you know that you can take anything anyhow, and you can't fight your boss inside kitchen where you can even grab knife easily, injure you. That is how a lot of people died in the midst of violence. As well, the whole room, the whole house is closed, and you dey fight your boss, you dey nag, you fit talk. See, you have to use your brain. There are some things, there are some fights you just need to let it go. It's not that you are stupid though, and it's not that you don't have pride as human being, but you have to fight for your life. Like, your life is more important in that situation. So the only thing to think about then is your own life, which I agree, because I was like, hey, she talked about that briefly, which I know that you have to fight and protect your own life to avoid this thing from happen, being killed anyhow. So, but the fact that she was like disrespectful, sis, sometimes it's not the issue of being disrespectful. It's just that some people don't do their own calculation very well. When to approach your boss, when to speak up, and when to be silent. Yeah, this is my own thing, and this is my own way of living. I know when to be silent, and I know when to speak up, and I know when to walk out. When I say walk out, it means I know when it means that my stay in this house is not okay, and rather than causing dramatic issue, I will prefer leaving the house. I know it's not possible or easy to just go out of a contract house when you haven't finished. So think about this, because we have to think about the con and don'ts of this issue. That it's not the, because it's not possible to wake early in the morning and you go to your boss room, or you see your boss and you slap your boss as a breakfast or lunch. It's not a food you can just serve anyhow. So something happens, something trigger the issue. Sometimes people use such things to save their own life, but it may go in a negative way. There are some actions that we human, even you are the one at the right side, that we take, but we took the decision at the wrong time and at the wrong place, which may make the person who is right to become the prime suspect of the issue or case. So it may be that what happened in this lady case that slapped the boss, and the only thing we heard about is, oh, she slapped her boss and she's dead. Who does that? Who does that? Something happened. Just know that is. So it's not the issue of disrespecting or not. You know, see, or you never watch the video whereby this lady, the boss is beaten seriously, and the family was there. They were just conversing or stopping this man with just a verbal, like, blah, 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 blah. I watched the video. I don't even bring it here. But rather than stopping by holding this man, they didn't stop their own people. They didn't stop their own family, that the way you are beating this housemaid is not good. Or they were just saying on the ground. They were shouting, and this lady already connected the phone where she sent the video out later. Do you believe that that is not the first or the second? And this lady was respecting and continued working in that same house that she was being beaten and brutalized. See, if that lady eventually died, what are you going to say in such situation? Or do you know if the lady that passed away have similar situation in a place of work, but you were like, you people that you are happy about the lady who slapped back the boss, why don't you spread out and talk about this issue now? When this lady now did her own, it goes the wrong way. See, people who are called activists, there are a lot of people who sacrifice their own life to save other people coming behind or to learn. But what matters most is the action we are taking. Know the right time to fight, know when to talk, know when to be silent, and know when to walk away from troubles. So this is what I'm going to say regarding you, and regarding your own reaction towards the incident that happened recently concerning our African sister that died. So may our gentle soul rest in perfect peace. And I'm imploring my fellow housemaid, respecting one another, is good, but as well respect yourself. And I know to these people we are working for, they don't seem to respect the way we